哎呀，呀嘞呀嘞，结束完啊！哦，我 S 人员战士，吹牛都没有。
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
高难度版。推主线要紧，这些救急的，对的，需要是这个工具是哦不，能打了。
Please specify a project.
多工这个啊，可以。那主线，主线有没有蓝图的？图好像没有。不浪的苦。让我一下。
Please select a mission.
走吧。
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. 换狗狗，大家是不是在这里呀、留在丛林中的
ボス、コードトーカーの研究資料が奪われた。資料は2つのコンテナに詰められ、 館南西のジャングルに隠されている。間もなく現地に敵の回収ヘリが到着する。それより前にコンテナを見つけ出しダッシュするんだ。その一帯を警備しているのはゼロリスクセキュリティだが、彼らを雇ったのは XOF だ。コンテナが敵のヘリに回収されたら資料はサイファーの手に渡ることになる。何としても阻止してくれ。それからボス、コンテナを回収するには貨物用のフルトン回収装置が必要だ。端末から開発と補給を指示してくれ。どうかお気をつけて。
棒。对啊。任务有限时。打不知道。哦，好嘎。
ボス、ターゲット周辺の警備が厳しくなるようだ。気をつけてくれ。ジャングルは見通しが悪い。不意の遭遇に備え警戒を怠るな。鬼よ、鳥と調和し気配を合わせろ。敵の出す波紋を感じ取るのだ。
哎呀，我有狗，是没事。
Enemy presence detected.
警
Analysis
備兵
complete.
コンテナのありかを知っているはずだ。
Analysis
奴らを尋問すれば。
Analysis complete.
真武装呢？开玩笑。
敵回収ヘリの機影はまだこちらの警戒網にはかかっていない。だが到着は時間の問題だ。
下了下了下了。
Wat bedoel je? Nee, ja, inderdaad. Wordt ik skillelijk om single die gewapende lijfjes, right? En we verstaan niet een woord wat ik zeg. Ach, dat is bad luck. Maar jy weet, Afrikaans as 'n taal is waarskynlik op pad uit in elk geval. Sedert die Soweto onlus kry dit net slegte pers waar jy kyk.
Ja, almal noem dit die taal van die onderdrukker.
Dis nie eens 'n mutering van een van die Afrika-tale nie. Dit is gebaseer op 'n vorm van Nederlands wat die Teloot
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching. Analysis complete.
Asubit! 弾
端末の情報を更新した。確認してくれ。
Updated.
奴らはコンテナの中身を知らされていない。リードトゥーノーの原則だ。
Asubit!
仲間は
Monitor!
ハキ。 XOF のヘリを武力で止めることはできない。今 XOF と交戦すれば、それはサイファー本体への宣戦布告を意味する。まだその時ではない。
Analysis complete.
8分钟
Enemy
了。
presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
.加了。
ボス、時間がない。急ぐんだ。いいぞ。ターゲット回収を確認。最悪の時代は回避された。離脱するんだ。ヘリを呼んでくれ。または陸路でミッション圏外へ離脱するんだ。
The map has been updated.
.呀，我有放地了。
Analysis complete.
老指挥官泡茶啦。
detected.
敵がターゲット喪失に気づいた。あんたを探しに来るぞ。急いでホットゾーンから離脱しろ。
找我就找我呗。哎呀，
Analysis complete.
没有。
遊び子だ。モニトリング。ハケ。
有够。
The map has been updated.
仲間は遊び。モニトリング。
回収する。了解だ。
喋るんだ。仲間はどこだ。
其他的我都不知道。
哦。够。
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
《声东击西》。
嘿嘿。
敵は戦闘態勢にある。
God. Oh God. I did. Uh-huh. Window 的，我等你了。不止这些人。 部人都卡在这里，是不是？还有人做一样的动作。好惬意哦！这太惬意了，不想要出来。声东击西。
Clouds approaching.
声东击西。还有他们要来了。
時間を潰すならタバコはどうだ？
过来。右左，过来。过来嘛。
Analysis complete.
啊，我也不问了，够。
回収する。了解だ。
Momentarily. Analysis complete.
16。
端末の情報を更新。
Analysis complete.
House. Thôi.免费的战车。
Development complete.
对，射到。
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Support helicopter requested.
哎，免费的，对啦。
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
こちら P コード、まもなくランディングゾーンに到着する。
免费。
こちら P コード、ランディングゾーンに到着。待機する。
抓痒一下。抓痒大成功。
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
我晚上可以开羊肉趴了，太爽了！刷牙大成功。
ボス、コードトーカーの研究資料は無事回収。隔離施設の医療班が厳重に保管した。彼らの生体中研究の役にも立ちそうだ。これでもう奴らの目に触れることはないだろう。
哦，我还不太喜欢吃羊肉，骚味太重。
長時間の作戦行動は体に悪い。少し休憩した方がいいんじゃないか。マザーベースに戻ってくれ。
等等等等等等，我上一个任务才刚回去而已，就又要叫我回去啊！刚好可以洗澡，可以。刚刚被嘟到了不少下，然后躲在垃圾桶，他们跟白痴一样。没有狗肉啊！这里的狗只有一只而已啊！叮叮，惊叹号！马上换那个换装备。
ダメだ。下がれ。危ないぞ。ほら。ダメだ。おいおい。戻るんだ。下がれ。ほらダメだ。無理なものは無理だ。
想要看变形金刚。
ほら、行くぞ。
想看变形金刚。哎，
どうしたお前ら。
大家长来。
Mayaka 9 Kingo ya Shabani.
落としたのか。待て。この底は消毒用の塩素でいっぱいだ。吸った途端に肺をやられる。
おー、臭。
諦めろ。 そんな大事なものをどうして？
进来！
無駄だ。もう助からん。ボス！おい聞け！聞くんだ。もうダメだ。遺体の回収もできん。
人騒がせなやつだ。何のつもりで？
别忘了，我们进是超人啊！哦，好心疼啊！哦，这么心疼的场面，我还看到钻石，哎呀，好想捡。
おい。ほら。
ボス、あんたがエメリッヒの研究施設から回収した AI ポットだが、中から面白いものが見つかった。人間の遺体だ。ポットの内側は低温を維持、ほとんど外気にさらされていなかった。おかげで遺体の腐食が遅かったようだ。それでもほぼ白骨化していた。死後半年から1年程度と推定される。エメリッヒを尋問した。テープを聞いてくれ。遺体は俺たちがよく知っている人物だった。
啊，我的镜，你在哪？镜啊，どこ？
お帰りなさいませ、ボス。
哎，嗨，金哥嫂，不要偷看。哎呀，进啊！你在哪里？算了，这样子找好像也找不到了。撤。有便捷的方法。哎，哎，钻石！哇！浪费我钱 ！Fuck you！ 看来只能在外面用这一招了，这里没办法。
P コードまもなくランディングゾーンに到着する。こちら P コードランディングゾーンに到着。
哎，刚刚不是没有音乐吗？阿巴雷达雷。话说我也抓了不少的马，牛还至今为止还没有抓过来，还有鸡、鸟好像有抓过一点，没有牛，可以吃马了。
Extraction arrived at Metaverse.
至少有马肉啦。哎，那应该不叫马吧？那叫驴吧？驴肉。
Mission list updated.
弟弟。话说
Please select a mission. Please select a mission.
呀，怎么只剩下3个？比我要打这些吗？天哪！要我听，录一带。
Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil-filled facility. Those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said? Bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
等一下，我记得我是装日文语音吧？录影带竟然是变成英文了，新鲜哦。
Fine. Yes, Strangelove was doing AI research in that lab. Why hide that until now? Okay, so what? I wasn't working alone. You've got to understand. You do understand, right? I didn't want to drag her into this. It's my load to bear, alone.
So you didn't create the AI intended to drive Sahelanthropus. It was Strangelove.
Skullface was never in favor of AI control. So naturally they argued.
Strangelove, she got him angry, and he killed her. How? You didn't see it? So you found her inside that pod after the fact. And you just left her body to rot in there. Or perhaps you put her in there afterward. I asked him not to take her away from me. So she was killed by Skullface, but you asked nicely, and he put her body in the AI pod for you? That's right. Pathetic. You know, we have another idea. That you killed her. What, me? I couldn't kill her. You killed her and locked her body in the pod. I wouldn't. Don't treat me like one of you. I can't just kill anyone whenever I feel like it. I'm a normal human being. Oh, I see. So you just shut her inside and waited for her to die. I would never do that. What, you mean she killed herself? Yes. She climbed inside that pod and shut the door. It can't be opened from the outside. It was suicide. Suicide, I said. She killed herself. She got in when I wasn't looking and suffocated. She'd often try to do things like that. By the time I realized and opened the door, she wasn't breathing. I got scared and shut the pod again. I couldn't bring myself to open it back up. That's right. Me? Kill her? What is wrong with you? I see. Just tell me one more thing. Haven't you gotten enough today? Okay, I see it's a painful memory. You don't have to answer, just listen to the question. You see, we examined her remains. She had a scar on her lower abdomen, a surgical scar. It had been stitched up and had fully healed, meaning it was long before her death. She had a child, didn't she? Your child. Where's the kid? How should I know? So there is a child. I've never seen his face. What do you take us for? They took it all. Even my child. I didn't even know he'd been born. I lost everything. How old would he be? It's 4 years since then. And you know it's a boy. Strangelove said so. And his name? We called him Hal, even though I never saw his face.
哎呀
Caution, rain approaching.
Boss, I have the report on that cargo we stole from Cypher's truck. The PF was transporting two things. The analysis of that malachite has come back first. Naturally, the main compound is copper. There's also a small amount of cobalt. Nothing unusual so far. Southern Zaire is a well-known copper belt. However, in addition to these, we also detected a trace amount of uranium. The content percentage, though, is too low for nuclear development. It most likely came from Shinkalobwe mine. That's where the uranium in that area comes from. The mine's closed, as all the high-purity uranium ore dried up a long time ago. But you could probably still find it there in small quantities. That said, there are plenty of other uranium mines that are in operation, like in Niger, Namibia, South Africa. Why go to an abandoned mine to scrape up whatever's left and ship it out in mass quantities without refining it? They were transporting that yellow cake too, which would suggest they have the technology to refine uranium. Anyway, that about sums it up. Unfortunately, the analysis of that yellow cake is taking a little longer. I'll let you know when it's done. Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkolobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining 2 sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium-enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass-produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun barrel-type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, CRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information. Shinkolobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkolobwe mine during World War II.
Hard to believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa. When did that start? No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here. They're not supposed to be in use yet.
这现在赶快
Emmerich
把
says they were
也没
still
听到
doing
赶
the
快
last
听。
round of fine-tuning.
The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now. Even so, they're spreading much too fast. Sure, the Walker gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread.
Like what?
It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true. Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit, for anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend.
A nuclear deterrent.
Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons in the open? Making them public property?
Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks.
Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world.
So, what is Cypher really up to?
Boss, about those invalids you saw in that devil's house.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to the beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss. Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the tests we did once you were back at the base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that.
And?
Mother Base's sanitation control has always been strict. After all, war is great at transporting diseases. For the time being, at least, there's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah?
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
Right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders, playing some kind of audio.
Well, we picked up some of that audio through your radio transmissions and recorded it here. The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident on the autoroute near Marseille. Protests outside the Libyan embassy in London. A press conference with the former Prime Minister of Sweden. A 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan.
And then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Public broadcasts? Just radio and TV signals?
Yes, and from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
Tomato.
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological comment points. But I don't think it's going to get us anywhere.
Where were the recordings made?
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every major language there is. French, German, Italian, Spanish, including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese.
They're nothing if not thorough.
Well, I don't know if we've got them all covered. Ignoring the ones that have gone extinct, supposedly over 5,000 languages exist today. Besides, English isn't one of the ones we picked up.
Really? English?
I know. Only 5% of the world's population is a native English speaker. But when you factor in those who've acquired it as a second language, nearly 1/3 of the people speak it. The world's dominant lingua franca. You gotta figure they had it somewhere among all the languages in that place.
No English.
Bear in mind we didn't hear everything that was played in that room. We couldn't isolate the more distant sounds due to static and the program could have been set to change every day. In a nutshell, for reasons unknown, people in that room with a common medical condition were made to listen to recordings in languages from around the world. It's not clear how the growths on their chests fit into it. It could have been treatment for them, or maybe an experiment of some kind.
I'm guessing one person knows.
Yeah, Skullface. He was there. The only thing we can say for sure is that he's involved.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base. You've seen everything we've got on the outbreak. What's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikongo strain, meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo.
So our Kikongo-speaking staff are at risk?
Quite so.
He's right. All the victims do speak Kikongo.
So they can survive if they just use another language?
There is no guarantee. You're only dealing with the Kikongo strain. Other language strains may be present. You well know he was teaching them languages from all over the world.
The Devil's House. Nzoya Badiabolu.
There is no way to know how many strains he has at his disposal.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic? You mentioned using microbes.
Use this. A type of Wolbachia. Introduced to a sample of the parasite.
Wolbachia?
A parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. You must cultivate more. What have you done with the infected bodies?
Cremated to stop the spread of infection, but we did keep a few for study.
Good. Take this sample, grind it to a pulp, and introduce it to the larvae now nesting in the dead. The Wolbachia will multiply rapidly within those larvae.
They're soldiers, not some petri dish.
Conventional cultivation methods will take too long. Extract the Wolbachia from those larvae and vaccinate your men. Kikongo speakers first. This is the fastest, surest way. No one is to speak a word of Kikongo until the Wolbachia are safely inside them. I will instruct your medical staff in detail on site. You have the appropriate facilities.
Yes, but
do not worry. I made a pact with your bit de Holone on the honor of the Dene. I speak no lies.
Keep an eye on him. Will do. Follow me. I'll take you to the medical team.
Now, we must wait for the Wolbachia to multiply in the larvae.
How is the disease transmitted? If it's carried by insects or rodents, then...
There is no intermediate host.
So...
The vocal cord parasites lay their eggs in the larynx of the host. Most hatch and migrate to the lungs, but some are transported to the mouth through ciliary movement, mixing in with saliva.
Saliva. Droplet transmission. Sneezing, coughing. Any food or water containing infected saliva. It would spread fast.
Indeed. And when the larvae migrate to the lungs, symptoms can resemble the early stages of a cold, making it easy to infect others.
Meaning a simple conversation would be enough to pass it on. Alright, so what happens after the larvae migrate to the lungs?
It is as I said before. They mature by feeding on alveolar tissue. It is only then that noticeable symptoms appear in the host.
And by that point, it's too late. He's infected everyone else. It's one hell of a weapon you've created.
That is what Blag Anna wanted. Something that would spread easily. In truth, he's not the reason. But we will discuss that another time.
The Wolbachia have multiplied. We're preparing to extract them and begin vaccinating. But is this really the only way? Sure, it'll prevent infection, but the cost...
You would rather remove their vocal cords?
No. Tactical communication's a linchpin of what we do. What if we were to ban the use of Kakongo?
Insufficient. First, there is no guarantee that only the Kikongo strain is here. Second, there is the matter of how the parasites lay their eggs. Before they can copulate, they must be exposed to the pronunciation of a specific language for a period of time, like a container filling with water. But the duration between when the container is full and when the copulation actually begins varies from case to case. In other words, even if the infected stop speaking as a countermeasure, it may already be too late. The only true solution is to prevent copulation through the Wolbachia, or by physically removing the affected tissue.
Do any antiparasitics work?
It sounds as though you have already tried.
Yeah. We tried every one there is, and nothing.
I have yet to find a medicine that can remove the parasites. At best, it temporarily covers their ears.
Why is that?
Because the parasites are companions to us. To remove them inevitably harms the host.
Companions?
More than you think. And this is why the human immune system cannot eliminate them.
咦，怎么感觉好像有点接近现实中的地？
Go, Tucker. What are the metallic archaea?
Volcanic craters spewing sulfur. Water hot enough to boil your skin off. Ocean depths of 800 plus atmospheres. Wastelands radioactive enough to kill you where you stand. There are groups of organisms that survive despite. No. Because of living in such environments.
I've heard about them. Extremo... something.
Extremophiles. By selecting certain species, then subculturing and repeatedly modifying them, I created a metallic offspring of pure archaea. They subsist on metals rather than organic matter.
And some of them even consume uranium?
Yes. Uranium enrichment archaea metabolize only uranium-235. As a result, they produce weapons-grade enriched uranium.
How is that possible?
Consider how plants fractionate carbon isotopes when they conduct photosynthesis. Nature possesses abilities beyond our imagination.
So it was archaea that brought down your chopper?
Corrosive archaea, yes. They oxidize metals, feeding off the energy in the electrons they receive. What became of the wreckage?
We had the R&D team retrieve samples for study in airtight plastic containers, of course.
Prudent. We shall extract archaea from it in good time. They should help you fight back against Black Anna.
Any chance we could start now? It doesn't have to be a lot. I might just have another use for them.
If it's only a small amount you need.
That's fine. I'll get the R&D team to assist. Let's go.
South Africa was previously suspected of developing nuclear weapons. It already had a conspicuous...
This is yellow cake that Cypher was having the PFs transport. Before we met you, the boss recovered it from a truck crossing the savannah. Are there metallic archaea inside it?
Yes, the archaea metabolize uranium-235 to subsist. They must be stored inside yellow cake, or they cannot survive.
So those biological traces we took for impurities were actually the real cargo?
Of course they are deactivated, so they do not trigger a sudden enrichment. They are like baker's yeast. Yet, they do gradually enrich the uranium as they feed. I imagine you detected weapons-grade traces.
Yeah, we did.
And the malachite that was loaded on the truck had traces of uranium in it too. So that's the flower, huh? Skullface was gonna sell do-it-yourself nuke kits. The uranium-enriching archaea complete with the user's manual. And the ores with the uranium could be sourced by the client or provided by Cypher.
Even the trace amounts buried in common ores can be enriched to weapons-grade uranium by the metallic archaea. Proving that must have been the most important factor of the trials. That and the ability to successfully prevent detonation.
So if the amounts of uranium in the ores are low enough, they can get past any inspection. And you only need a tiny amount of the archaea to act as the yeast. No great challenge to smuggle that either. The first step towards saturating the world with nukes.
His plan. That was not my intention. My only goal in developing the metallic archaea was to save the Dene. The one that covers. The parasite that lives on the surface of the skull's bodies is what gives them their power. Similar to my children, who live in my skin. I modified the parasites I isolated from the body of that old man, differentiating them with various abilities. One that can blend perfectly into its surroundings by exposing the pigments in its cells at will. Another that, by harboring multiple species of metallic archaea, can oxidize and reduce metal. Isolating the one that covers and transplanting it into an artificial medium should provide the same abilities as the skulls. But they can only subsist within a human body. Once transplanted into the medium, they will eventually die. Another thing, the weakness of the one that covers is desiccation. Their surface moisture loss is greater than ours. The reason they give off mist is to alleviate this by releasing the salts inside them as microparticles. Water vapor condenses around them, appearing as mist. But this dries out the atmosphere until they cannot even produce mist. And once their supply of water from the host runs out, The parasites are in danger. They, along with their host, enter a form of suspended animation. However, a similar effect occurs if they come into contact with a large amount of water. Rain, for instance. The one that covers will temporarily abandon other processes in his eagerness to absorb the water. Pitijolone. Make the weather your ally.
Why activate Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan? This is how Skullface wanted things to play out. The Soviet Union secretly develops a new type of nuclear weapon and successfully deploys it in Afghanistan. Revealing the existence of Sahelanthropus results in a return to the glory days of the Cold War. The threat it poses reignites the nuclear arms race between the world's major powers. The demand for nuclear weapons increases around the globe. What if you then introduced a nuclear weapon anyone could get their hands on? Non-nuclear nations, militant groups of all shapes and sizes, they'd all jump at the chance. Sahelanthropus was a marketing tool to sell nukes all around the world. But I think it's safe to say that plan was stamped out before it got up and running. The world's intelligence agencies never did turn up anything conclusive on it. After all, Sahelanthropus vanished before word could spread. Everything that's happened is already a fading memory, never to join the pages of history. Except for Cypher. Cypher won't forget. They'll already be working on something, quietly, beneath the surface. They'll use the pieces of data scraped together from this incident to build their own bipedal weapon. It'll take them a long time to complete it, but for now, the greed sector have found their new life's work. We'll have to be ready too.
哎呀！那目前是什么任务啊？那就打这个吧。发射器，高难度，好难哦。
Heading to Afghanistan.
会干嘛？行。 あ。
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
哎呀，是哟，真帅啊！
Deploying.
多大的难啊！刚刚忘记换车了。
ボス、できる限り多くの敵戦闘車両を排除するんだ。本ミッションは反政府ゲリラ構成作戦のバックアップ。よってその作戦終了次第本ミッションも完了となる。残り時間に注意してくれ。時間内に1台も排除できなければミッションは失敗。またクリア報酬は排除した数で増加する。ボス、派手にかわしてやれ。ターゲットの位置はマップで確認してくれ。増援も確認次第位置情報を端末に追加する。どうかお気をつけて。
在这里好像有点不太。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select supplies requested. Vehicle drop complete.
快啊！はい。
ボス、いいぞ。ターゲット排除は順調。悪くないペースだ。ボス、捕虜を移送している四輪駆動車が確認されたようだ。 ミッションの目的とは異なるが、この捕虜の救出は可能か？余裕があればでいい。
The map has analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
おいおい。
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
应该会经过我这里。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated.
哎呦，再见。
武器は足りてるか？ソ連軍の武器輸送トラックを発見した。かなりパワフルな武器を積んでいるようだ。どうだ？奪ってやるか？なんだ？慎重に行け。
驾驾驾！驾驾驾！驾驾驾！
has been updated.
有点远。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
まもなく反政府ゲリラの構成作戦が完了する。ボス、まだ行くか。いいぞ、警察に名を残せ。
再见再见再见。
ターゲットはあと1台。
有点硬啊。
いいぞ、その調子だ。全ターゲットを排除。ボス、あんたすごすぎる。構成作戦はまだ続いているが、もう長いは無用だ。離脱してくれ。まだ増援が来るぞ。戦車、それに戦闘ヘリか。狙いはあんただ。さすがにやりすぎたか。ソ連軍を怒らせたな。ボス、あれは反政府ゲリラにとっても脅威だ。排除すれば追加報酬も期待できるが、ミッション目的は達成している。離脱しても構わん。どうする？
The map has been supply drop complete.
来找我的是吧？哦，补个弹药。比较近。
敵の戦闘兵だ。奇銃を装射されたら波の人間にはかわせない。慎重に行け。 除。報酬も期待していい。
差一点。再见。我的战车。
Supplies requested.
附近是不是有
Supply drop complete.
干？我干！直接命中。
スネーク、応答しろ！スネーク！
该不会重新吧？哎呀！哎，真的。好了。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
跳啊！
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
排除。いいぞ。次を頼む。ボス、新しいターゲットの情報だ。ターゲット予測経路を端末で確認してくれ。
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been
ボス、
updated.
情報班より連絡だ。ターゲットが移動を開始したらしい。その予測ルートを端末に送った。マップを確認してくれ。
Please select supplies requested. Vehicle drop complete.
靠近一点点。错地方。
別のターゲットが近づいている。予測経路を端末で確認してくれ。
has been updated.
5.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Let's去抢，这个比较快一点。
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
その予測ルートを端末に送った。マップを確認してくれ。
The map has been updated.
ボス、武器は足りてるか。ソ連軍の武器輸送トラックは
あいや、
かなりパワフルな武器を積んでいるよ。どうだ、奪ってやるか。慎重に。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
ボス、すごいな。予想を上回るペースだ。反政府ゲリラの攻勢作戦も優勢らしい。この調子で頼む。
有点慢。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
ボス、新しいターゲットだ。端末を確認してくれ。
The map has been updated.
ターゲットがミッション領域を離脱した。排除はもう間に合わない。他のターゲットを当たってくれ。
少一台。哎，少一台就少一台吧。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
那一台应该也蛮难处。
まもなく反政府ゲリラの攻勢作戦が完了する。ボス、まだ時間はある。一台でも多く排除してくれ。ターゲット全滅まであと少しだ。
おい。
敵の増援が止まった。残りターゲットなし。ボス、離脱してくれ。
哎呀，少一台没办法。 电脑太爽了，一台。有点不太爽。哦，进。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated. Please
情報班より連絡だ。ターゲットが移動を開始したらしい。その予測ルートを端末に送った。マップを確認してくれ。
Vehicle drop complete. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
看谁先来。
Supplies requested.
超慢，哎呦！
Supply drop complete.
Map has been updated. あんたを
戦が完了する。ボス、まだ行くか。いいぞ、伝説に名を残せよ。
哎呀
Please select a drop point. Please supplies requested. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Sun will set shortly.
这是跑来找我的吗？太远了。战车世界。
楽しみだ。
Supplies requested.
惜呀、第一时间没有发现我，你就死定啦！
Supplies requested.
やったなボス。戦闘ヘリを排除。報酬も期待していいだろう。
卡条。怎么都不够啊！ 准度也不够。战车世界。啊，炮狗被我打歪了是不是？
すごいな、スネーク。戦車を排除。追加報酬が楽しみだ。
没了吧？
Support helicopter requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ui.
こちら P コード、まもなくランディングゾーンに到着する。こちら P コード、ランディングゾーンに到着。待機する。
Support helicopter has arrived.
Yep. Clear.
Buddy departing area of operations. Extraction expedition arrived at Mother Base.
ミッション完了。いいぞ。
いいぞ。哎哎，电访之专家。
ボス、コードトーカーが全スタッフを検査した。こちらで把握していない生体中感染者が1人見つかった。クワイエットだ。最新鋭の MRI でようやく映った。ただし言語株が何かはわからん。マザーベースへ戻ってくれ。クワイエットを尋問する。101号室だ。
哦，不要对我这个劲！
喋る気になったか？
どうだ？
クワイエットだ。
いつまで喋れないふりを。お前に生体中を入れたの？
喋らせるな。袋を戻せ。
聞きたいのは一言だ。発症はしない。吐け。吐くんだ。お前の肺は焼けただれている。焦げついた肺胞から消毒用エタノールの痕跡が。これは肺に付着していた焼け残り。花びらだ。白い大雨だ。お前はキプロスの病院にスカルフェイスの命令でスネークを殺しに来た。そこで体の内と外に火傷を負った。普通なら死んでいる。だがどうしても俺には生きているように見える。スカルフェイスのおかげだな。
パラサイトセラピーができるのは私とその技術を奪った奴しかいないのだ。
なぜここに来た？スカルフェイスの命令か？それともボスへの恨みか？うまいか？塩水だ。
やめろ、死ぬぞ。
お前にボスの命はやらん。
もういい。もういい。殺す気があるならボスはとうに死んでいる。お前も俺も。機会はいくらでもあった。 彼女は喋れない。ボスを殺す気もない。時間の無駄だ。来た理由はどうでもいい。彼女はもうあんたの部下だ。あんた伝説の英雄に惚れ込んでいるんだ。
どうしてわかる？
昔の俺がそうだった。
スパイだったの？
俺もそうだ。お前もか？キリがないぞ。
ボス、
話してやれ。喋らないなら生体中も感染しない。
Nishna Gitinti.
Oh.
Idigi Biraganatu, eh?
Oh. Ako kode desu ni.
Dende Mesato.
Belagana gesneta. Katobe yasteta. Asetota. Dodo ni shita. Dodo ni shita.
哎呀，第3颗的英文珠在他身上啊！
ボス、ミッションリストを更新した。ダイヤモンドドッグズへの新たな依頼だ。詳細は端末で確認してくれ。ボス、マザーベースに保護していた子供たちから脱走者が出た。理由はわからないが、ラフの事故と関係があるのかもしれん。子供たちの行方は情報班が追っている。情報が入り次第サイドオプスリストに追加していく。彼らを探し出し保護してくれ。事情はこちらで聞いてみる。
饿了。搜索
Please select a mission.
回响。哦。完全赢。我最不会的就是。
Select landing zone.
了解。こちら P コード、まもなくランディングゾーンに到着する。
差不多了。
ランディングゾーンに到着。
剑跟都要找那位置。都要，哎呀，哪受得了？
上昇開始。
但好像橡胶弹，咻过去好像，你走在那里，这太阳了，有没有太阳？
ボス、ミッションリストを更新した。ダイヤモンドドッグズへの新たな依頼だ。詳細は端末で確認してくれ。ボス、マザーベースに保護していた子供たちから脱走者が出た。理由はわからないが、ラフの事故と関係があるのかもしれん。子供たちの行方は情報班が追っている。情報が入り次第、サイドオプスリストに追加していく。彼らを探し出し、保护してくれ。
我反而觉得救济还比较简单了一点，完全隐匿，或者是求生战，我爱你。哦，支线又要叫我们找2位屁孩，哎呀！ 逃脱少女2，是头搭尾啊！
Please specify a project.
哦，就是这样啦，走喽。